Tonight, you could turn 18 and nothing in the room would change. No drum would speak, no elder would call your childhood finished, but in Krobo country, the real answer to becoming an adult is far stranger. A birthday tells you that time has passed, while Dipo asks whether your whole community has witnessed you cross from one social life into another. You find Dipo among Krobo communities in Ghana's eastern region. It is often described as a puberty rite for girls, but that label hides more than it reveals. Dipo is ceremony, education, family memory, religious practice, and public recognition compressed into one passage. It does not simply announce that your body has changed, it announces that your place in society has changed. What happens when adulthood needs witnesses? Your journey begins when relatives present you to initiation. Exact practices differ between communities and have changed over time, but ritual specialists and older women guide the process. Your everyday appearance may be simplified, your hair may be cut, and special cloth or beads may mark you as someone between two identities. You are no longer treated exactly as a child, yet you have not completed the passage. Anthropologist Arnold van Gennep called this middle state separation and transition, the unstable space where an old identity is removed before a new one is granted. Then, your body becomes a map of meaning. Water can signal cleansing, beads can signal lineage, beauty, maturity, and belonging. A sacred stone can connect your individual passage to generations who crossed before you. Each object says that adulthood is not created privately inside your head. Could a necklace carry an entire history? For a period, you learn under the direction of ritual mothers and senior women. You may be taught family responsibilities, sexuality, marriage, childbirth, household knowledge, Krobo history, songs, and proper conduct. The lessons reflect values inherited from an older social world, so modern participants do not always accept every expectation in the same way. Still, the deeper structure remains clear. Knowledge moves from older women to younger girls, face to face, voice to voice, body to body. Your education is not separated from the people who will later judge how you use it. The ceremony also places enormous weight on public reputation. Historically, sexual purity and readiness for marriage shaped how families understood the rite. That pressure could bring honor, but it could also bring shame, especially when a girl's private life became a matter of communal inspection. Today, questions of consent, bodily privacy, age, religion, and gender roles surround Dipo. Can a tradition protect identity while also changing the parts that cause harm? Anthropologist Marika Steedstra spent years studying that tension. Her historical and ethnographic research showed that Dipo did not survive by remaining frozen, it survived through argument. Basil missionaries attacked the rite during the 19th century, Christian converts negotiated around it, and Krobo families repeatedly adjusted what the ritual meant and how it appeared. The pressure meant to erase Dipo often made it a stronger symbol of Krobo identity. Scholar Bridget Sacchi later emphasized another twist. Dipo can be understood as a complete traditional school, not merely a spectacle about marriage. Through it, girls may receive concentrated instruction in genealogy, history, practical life, morality, and cultural memory. That makes the initiated girl more than a person being judged. It can make her a future custodian of knowledge. Who preserves a people's identity when the lessons stop being taught? The final movement brings you back into public view. Beads gather around your neck, arms, waist, or legs. Cloth becomes brighter. Drums and songs replace seclusion, and the Klama dance turns learning into visible celebration. Your community sees not only how you look, but what you now represent. The person who entered the rite returns with a new social name. Yet the most counterintuitive part comes from modern research. Psychologist Elizabeth Honorcore Abbey and her colleagues studied 145 Krobo adolescent girls, comparing Dipo initiates with girls who had not undergone the rite. Their work examined psychological distress and the possible relationship between ritual participation, social belonging, and well-being. The findings do not prove that every ceremony helps every participant. They do suggest that a rite can affect the mind because it changes how a person understands support, identity, and recognition. Your modern world has its own initiations, graduations, religious confirmations, driver's licenses, even the moment a social media profile announces a new age. But these markers often change your status without teaching you what the new status demands. What happens when society declares you an adult but never shows you how to become one? Dipo offers no simple answer. It carries beauty and pressure, education and control, continuity and debate. Its survival comes from the Krobo refusal to choose between remembering the past and arguing with it. A living tradition does both. Tonight, you could turn 18 and think nothing in the room has changed, but beneath the silent date, your mind may still be waiting for what Dipo makes impossible to miss. A witness, a lesson, a community saying that your old life has ended and your next one has truly begun.